Hello, welcome again to another video on fractions. In the previous videos we had we learned actually about the addition and subtractions of unlike fractions as well as the like fractions. We move on to addition and subtraction of mixed fractions now. It's similar to the one we previously learned. The only difference might be here is converting the improper fraction first to improper fractions and then you solve as per the function given. I'm taking one example each of an addition as well as subtraction. This is 2 whole 1 by 3 plus 1 whole 1 by 2. The first step under this is conversion of these improper ones into the mixed fractions into improper fractions. Like so, this means 2, 3, 6, 6 plus 1, 7 by 3, and this is 2 into 1 plus 1, that's 3 by 2. And then we previously learned how to convert these unlike fractions into like fractions by taking the LCM. So the LCM of 2 and 3 will be 6. So I have to convert this 7 by 3 into a fraction with denominator 6, thereby multiplying 2 to both of them. So it's 14 by 6, and it's 3 by 2 needs to be converted again to a fraction with denominator 6. So into 3 here also I'll multiply by 2. That's I'll multiply the same with 3, thereby getting 9 by 6. Now you simply add like this as you generally do to like fractions. So now they have been converted to like fractions, thereby I'm getting 23 upon 6 if you add the numerators. Now to give the answers, it has to be converted to mixed fraction, that is 3 whole 5 by 6. You divide 23 by 6 and the remainder will be the one in the numerator. As you know, this is quotient remainder by division. Now we take up, see I leave the fraction part, the subtraction part to you, this because the function only remains minus, rest of them actually remain same as we did in the addition one. I give a question to you, try this by yourself. Right, we now move on to learning multiplication and division of fractions. I move on to another page. When multiplying two or more fractions, first we need to know a few things. But if the question is in mixed fraction, you need to convert that into improper fraction, and then you multiply. The product will be the product of the numerators of the given fractions and product of the denominators of the given fraction. So if I'm given two fractions to multiply, which are in the format a by b, which has to be multiplied to c by d, actually what you will do is you will multiply the numerators with the numerators and the denominators with the denominators. Supposedly I have two examples to take up. One is I'll take one with a proper fraction and another with a mixed fraction. Now when you have 3, I said the numerator with the numerator, so you'll write 3 into 25 by 10. Now if I continue to multiply the numerator and then divide it by the denominator, it might just be a little more calculative when you get bigger numbers. It's always preferable to reduce these numerator and the denominator given to as much smallest or the simplest form as you can. Now if you see, 25 is divisible by 5 and that's giving 5. Now 10 divisible by 5 would give 2. So thereby giving it 15 by 2. 15 by 2 is 7 whole 1 by 2. That will be our answer. Now if I get a mixed fraction, that is 7 whole 2 by 3 multiplied to 8. First, the same thing you do is convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. So 3 7s are 21, and 21 and 2 is 23 by 3 multiplied to 8. Now such question doesn't have anything actually to reduce. So what we do is we multiply 23 into 8, and that gives you 184 upon 3. And then if I convert, I'll see if I'm doing a rough work out here, divided by 3, it will give me 61, and then I'll remain with 1 whole by 3. See, the method is not that different to the previous one, but yes, wherever you can reduce, do it so that your task gets reduced, the arithmetic part gets reduced. Okay, move on to take a few more multiplication, but now with 2 fractions at a time, like one might be 1 whole 1 by 3 with suppose 5 by 10. This we do is convert this into improper fraction. So that's giving you 1 whole 1 by 3 will be 4 by 3 multiplied to 5 by 10. We can write this as multiplying the numerator with numerator and the denominator with denominator. Now try to reduce it. 5 cancels 10 by 2, it gets 2. 4 cancelled by 2 gives us 2, so the answer becomes 2 by 3. You continue the same way if you are given 3 fractions at a time. Maybe one is 2 by 3 to be multiplied. As many numerator or denominator given in multiplication, you will multiply all at one go. First, as because I have a mixed fraction here, I will write it in a improper fractions. It's 2 5s are 10, 10 4 is 14, so it's 14 in the numerator, and then in the denominator I have 3, you have 24 as well as a 5. Now let's see what all are cancelled, can be cancelled or is divisible. You say like 15 is divisible by 3, gives us 5. There are 2 5s, that's divisible is 1. Then 2 divides 24 as 12, and 2 is dividing 14 as 7. This also divides as 6, thereby giving an answer 7 by 6. As because it is an improper fraction, we will convert this into mixed fraction. I hope you followed them. Now move on to, see, there will be a function which is called OF, operation OF. This is OF. Like you must have learned this in year 4 or year 5. This actually is kind of finding a fraction of a total value given, like the example of which I am putting up. 30 divided by 5 gives us 0, and 3 into 66 gives us 18. So this is simple. Now what we do is, we'll do some simplification, that's finding out questions. Finding out means finding the value of 2 expressions put in together. Okay, let me write 1 or 2 such questions. Okay, I can see, yes, I have here one question which says 2 whole 4 by 5 added to 1 whole 3 by 10, and this is combined with 1 whole 1 by 2. Now you have already, I think you have already learned in year 6 that you'll be first attending the bracket part. Convert these mixed fractions into improper fraction. The first one will give us 10 14 upon 5. This is simple. The first step will always remain, converting it into improper fraction. I did so. As because this function is inside the bracket, we will solve this first. You can see they are both unlike fraction. Now I'm doing some rough work out here so as to convert 14 by 5. Now the LCM of 5 and 10 will be 10, right? To convert this into a fraction with denominator 10, you multiply it by 2. So it is 28 by 10. So this becomes 28 plus 13 over 10. And here it will remain as it is. Now we solve this. I am getting 41 over 10 multiplied to 3 over 2. Let's see if anything is getting cancelled. I don't find any though. What I'm getting is 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 223 by 20. And if you convert this into mixed fraction, I think it'll get 20 into 6 will be 120 and 3 remaining, so it is, oh sorry, this will be 20 in the denominator as well. I need to write this neatly. I'll also erase this rough work which I had done so that I get some space for another question. This will be 20 out here. Hope you followed this. Now I'll write up another one. Let me use another color. Apple one is okay. I'm writing 1 whole 5 by 6 multiplied to 2 whole 3 by 4 plus 1 whole 5 by 6 multiplied to 1 whole 3 by 4. See, we had learnt about BODMAS, or first you'll take off and then division, then multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. So here I'll be taking the multiplications first. So to do so, let me convert them into improper fraction. 11 by 6 multiplied to 11 by 4. I don't need to put them in the bracket, but at least keep in mind that that's one whole solution to be done. Plus here it is again 11 by 6 multiplied by 7 by 4. Herein we can apply some properties of whole number or integers you must have learned that into fraction. So you can see 11 by 6 can be taken common, thereby leaving the first set, that means the first part is 11 by 4, and in the second set, if I have taken 11 by 6 common, I will be left with 7 by 4. See, it is always easier and suggested to take common, because that way your task will be reduced. Otherwise you'll multiply both the numerators and denominators and then find the addition part. The one within the bracket are like terms, so it is easier for us to find the sum. So it is 18 over 4. So 11 by 6 multiplied to 18 over 4. Now let's see if anything gets cancelled. Yes, it's 3. So 11 3 is 33 over 4. You can convert this into mixed fraction. 4 8s are 32, 1 over 4. This is our answer for this valuation. See, before moving on to the reciprocal of fractions and decimal, let me take up a few word problems. I need more space. Let's move on to another screen, another page. Yeah. Let me just write down the question first and then I solve it. That I think will be better. It says a vehicle uses 2.5 liters of petrol in 1 hour. How many liters of petrol will be required to run the vehicle for 3 whole 1/2 hours? So what you do is, we need to do this in 1 hour. The vehicle uses 2.5 liters of petrol. This 2.5 can actually be written as 12/5 liters of petrol. So in 3 whole 1/2 hours, which is actually equivalent to 7/2 hours, will be 12/5 liters into 7/2 hours. If I see what can be get cancelled, I can see 6 into 7 is 42. 42 upon 5. Because we learnt in the product, we actually multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. So I think it's giving me 5 8s of 42 remainder, and that's giving us 5. So this would take 8 whole 2/5 liters. We now move on to another question, a similar one, similar in the sense we will be taking up a word problem again based on what we have learned. It says find the difference between 3/5 of 30 kilometers and 2/3 of 30 kilometers. Let's see, we write it as it is given in the question. We'll first find 3/5 of 30 kilometers, 30 kilometer minus 2/3 of 30 kilometers. Let's solve this. I need to reduce the font, it's kind of now of means we just learned, will be finding the 3/5 of 30. This will written like this, and on the other hand 2/3 of, I made a mistake here, this I substituted the product then and there only, but it was off here, never mind the color. 2/3 of 30. Now if I cancel and reduce it, it becomes 18. If I do so here, it is, so it has been given, and I should have taken this one first, so it is 18 minus 20 I'm getting, it will actually be 2 kilometers. This is simply finding out the difference between the two functions given. In the next session or the next video, we will take up division of fractions. Thank you.